and brace yourselves for the grand finale.
Mother, what? Ah! This might be, dare I say, the nastiest thing you guys have sent me, Family Guy related, in the DMs of the Discord. 10 creepiest Herbert moments. Let's do this.
We broke up!
From attending prom to buying used pants at teenagers, the
Oh.
old perv has done plenty of twisted things, and today we bring you our top 10 of the creepiest things Herbert's ever done. Number 10. When Stewie takes Chris's newspaper route.
Sounds like you need a roommate.
Where'd you get that kind of money?
I picked up Chris's paper route.
We all know that a big part of Herbert's life revolves around eagerly awaiting the arrival of his favorite newspaper delivery boy, Chris.
Gosh, gosh, bagosh, it's a brand new paperboy.
Turns out Herbert falls head over heels for any young boy who just happens to pass by his house. It ain't exactly surprising, but seeing him flirt shamelessly, even with a baby, it's a moment we can't overlook.
That's a mighty full sack you're carrying.
Piss off, you perverted old freak.
Fortunately, Stewie's a kid with a strong personality, just the way Herbert likes him.
Oh boy.
Oh, we got a fighter.
Number 9. When he goes to prom.
And this year's James Woods High homecoming king is Chris Griffin.
Yay!
Old Herbert has pulled off some seriously twisted things throughout this show, but there are lines that nobody should ever cross. And it all kicked off when Chris was
Why are you
crowned
walking
the
like that,
prom
though?
king.
Holy crap!
I don't believe it. Chris won.
As the fame got to his head, his family worried that he'd fall victim to a wicked prank. Little did they know something far darker awaited him.
Prom night car crash victim Kathleen Fitzpatrick.
What does that make me? This was a pity vote.
We love you, Chris.
Despite Chris's initial disbelief, the truth finally hit him like a wrecking ball during his prom speech. Shattered his perfect night into a million pieces. But hey, at least he can always count on the love.
Oh, hey, Chris. This is Tyler.
Oops, not this time. But seriously, what's creepier than this old guy becoming a teenager's prom date?
That's messed
Don't
up.
make this weird now. Oh, what a gentleman.
That's messed up. Even the child diddler's cheating on him. These hoes ain't loyal. We sure ain't.
Number 8. When Chris leaves town.
Oh, hey there, young fella. Bringing me good news today?
What?
Come on over here, son. Hand me the paper so I don't need to use my grabber.
You know how it goes. Chris's newspaper route just happens to be right by Herbert's crib. Coincidence? Not really. The thing is, the old dude spends his days eagerly waiting for his beloved paper boy to just roll up.
Got a nice tip for you right here in my pocket for my
No.
arthritis. Why don't you reach in there and fish it out for yourself?
Never
That's
fish a
okay,
tip out of a
mister.
man's
I don't
pocket.
collect till the end of the month.
But things take a wild turn for the poor lonely geezer the day the Griffins had to skip town under witness protection. Why, you ask?
Sir, do you have any plans now that you're out of jail?
Yeah, I'm gonna go bang my girlfriend, and then I'm gonna kill Chris Griffin.
Life went on for the Griffin fam, but nobody spared a single thought for the poor old pervert. Can you imagine the shock they all got when they finally returned home?
It's so nice to be home.
You have 113 new messages.
Oh,
Oh, my.
To leave you so many messages, just lonely here. Thinking about the muscle-on paper boy. Wishing he'd come by and bring me some good news.
Number 7. When he's mugged.
Oh no, there's no police here to help me.
Every time that old Herbert pops up on the screen, you know he's up to something mischievous. With his perversion never really taking a break. Not even while he's being mugged.
God, Joan Wilder's sister's being held hostage in Cartagena, and there's not a policeman in sight. I guess it's up to me.
After Mayor Adam West catches a flick, he decides to send the entire force of his town on a mission to rescue a fictional character. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that goes down in Quahog.
Can't what Mayor West has done. You can't just break the law.
Sure I can. I've been doing it all week.
Taking advantage of the lack of authority in town, Peter not only steals a giraffe from the zoo, but also decides to train a gang of little thieves to steal for him.
Right, boys, the best targets are old rich people.
They
Here's
really
one
are.
now. Go get him.
I've
And
been
it's one
trying
of
to do
those
this
messed
for
up
months.
situations where you can't quite figure out who the real victim is.
Hope you don't find the money strapped to my thigh.
Number
Oh my
6,
God.
when he shows up at Chris's garage sale.
Hey there, Chris.
Hi, Mr. Herbert.
If we're talking about some seriously creepy vibes, we can't ignore this one. In the iconic episode Road to Rupert, the Griffin family holds a good old-fashioned garage sale to declutter their lives. with each family member running their own booth.
Oh, Peter, you selling your anvil?
Yeah, I've had a lot of good times with this thing. Oh, $1.
And who else but the infamous Herbert could be spotted lurking around Chris's booth?
Mr. Herbert?
Selling your old hand-me-downs?
Yep.
You got anything you used to wear in the summertime?
Just these old shorts.
The garage sale sets the stage for an epic adventure centered around the search for Rupert, who's accidentally sold by Brian. But we can't forget to mention this spine-chilling moment as one of our dear pervert's darkest and weirdest encounters. Classic Herbert in all his glory.
Old shorts.
Sweet Jesus.
Number 5. When he let Chris live with him.
Hi, I ran away from home. Do you mind if I live with you?
And then it finally
said,
happened.
"Sweet Jesus,
this
bro."
pervert's wildest dream became a reality when Chris made a daring escape from home and sought refuge with him.
Live with me? My goodness, I feel like I'm gonna pinch myself to see if I'm dreaming. Hot dog, it's real.
Chris was being blackmailed by his own sister and unable to endure her mistreatment any longer, decided to flee from his house. And where else would he go to but old Herbert's place? The creepy old man was living the dream of his life. But unfortunately for him, it wouldn't be all rosy.
Not gonna do it.
Sorry.
You really know how to waste a Cialis, don't you?
Hell yeah.
Oh, Herbert quickly
I waste the
realized
blue
living with a
too,
teen wasn't all
motherfucker.
sunshine rainbow ice cream. And even though their cohabitation didn't quite work out, it did give us some magical moments.
Want to explain to me how Sammy Popsicle comes before napping various?
Well, can we watch Lost Boys? I've heard of that one.
Those are different Lost Boys.
Do you think old Herbert would be able to get over this breakup?
We broke up!
Number 4. When he took care of the Griffin kids.
Well, wait a minute. What about that nice old man who lives up the street?
Seems like a responsible guy.
Let's take a moment and think. What would be the most twisted and bizarre situation we could see on this show? Oh yeah, that's right. Gotta be this one. Peter, Lois, and Brian go on a trip, and who better than old Herbert to babysit the kids for a couple of days? Right?
No cussing, clean your plates, and only a half hour of radio, and then it's off to bed. Don't you mouth off to me, or I'm gonna slap you right in your penis.
It's hands down the perfect setup for the creepy old man to unleash full-on perversion mode.
I don't need you here.
Well, no offense to you, Meg, but you're a 17-year-old girl, and I don't need you here.
Watching him in charge of the kids is simply wicked and gives us some unforgettable moments. Is it shady? Maybe, but let's be real. It's also insanely hilarious.
It's bath day for me, but I can't wash myself. Know anybody with a pair of strong young hands to help me in and out of the tub?
A few moments later.
Oh, rats!
There you go.
Number 3.
Yep.
When Chris works for him.
Oh.
Aw, crap.
Oh.
Well, looks like the good Lord just sent me a conversation starter.
Now this all kicked off when Chris accidentally shattered Herbert's window during a baseball game. The old man shows up at their house and strikes a deal with his parents that Chris could work for him until that debt's repaid. Now this could have been your typical run-of-the-mill story, but hold up, we're talking about Herbert here.
If you get sweaty and want to take your shirt off, that'd be just fine. Or tie it in a knot, your choice.
Chris takes his responsibility seriously. And what does this creepy neighbor come up with? He invites him over for dinner as a thank you gesture.
Oh, I wanted to thank you properly for all your hard work.
Souvenir photograph?
Hell yes!
And if you think this kind of date between Chris and creepy Herbert's twisted, just wait until you see that musical number the old man treats us to.
No. No.
No doubt about it, it's one of Herbert's coolest and most bizarre moments.
Are you dead?
Number 2, when he fell for Kyle.
Listen, I think you're a real nice guy, but I've just decided to go with another paper.
Ask any diehard Family Guy fan and they'll tell you that old Herbert is head over heels in love with Chris, and they'd be right. But everything changed when a new bully named Kyle entered their neighborhood.
Hello there, Kyle. You look nice today. I see you wearing your big shorts with the baggy leg holes that flutter so carelessly in the breeze.
Now, Kyle not only torments our dear Chris, but he's also determined to steal all his newspaper delivery clients. And
y'all ain't shit for sending this to me.
wouldn't you know it, the creepy old dude has a thing for bad boys.
Would you like to come inside for a cupcake and a glass of wine?
Shut up, old man.
What's going on in my pants?
Watching Herbert fearlessly flirt with Kyle gives you that bended, twisted hilarity. And as if that wasn't enough, he goes the extra mile, treating us with an odd attempt at mediation when the delivery boys end up in a brawl.
Look, Griffin got his ass kicked.
What a loser!
Boys, we can settle this like reasonable and teenagers.
No doubt about it. This outrageously creepy moment deserved a prime
Viagra?
spot in our video.
Or Blue
Whoever
Chew?
can swallow the most Tylenol PM wins.
And number 1, when he hires Chris and Peter to mow his lawn.
Great Caesar's ghost. Chris and a chubby little friend. It's like in my dream. You know, I've been looking for a muscly-armed young fella to mow my lawn. You could bring your friend over there to help you.
Hold on to yourselves, because you haven't seen anything yet. Just when you thought old Herbert couldn't get any crazier.
Does it
get
get
ready
worse?
for the mind-blowing moment taking first place. It all starts when Herbert mistakes Peter for one of Chris's buddies and hires him to help with his gardening duties.
I can pay you under the table. I like to make a little fort under there. I call it Fort.
Did you hear that, Dad? He'll pay us $600.
Yeah. Did you not hear about Fort?
Things take a wild turn when Chris and his dad find themselves locked in a heated battle for the affections of their elderly neighbor.
Mr. Herbert,
none of it's good.
You always made the cookies with the large pill in the center for me. I thought I was your favorite.
Embrace yourselves for the grand finale.
Motherfucker, what? Oh, they fighting over him. Oh, this
An
is
epic
that.
shirtless showdown leaving Herbert in a state of disbelief, with the viewers wondering if there's anything that can top this jaw-dropping spectacle.
Filthy threesome.
Why are you being such a jerk, Dad?
Oh, he's giving him an Arctic snow cushion.
Show me something possible that surpasses this unbelievable moment. Once again, you guys are the best. Thank you for watching.
He's giving him an Arctic snow cone. That's why it was on his face. Not that I know what that is. A friend of mine sells them for $40 on Fremont Street. Call me now for prices, because it's not me, but he's doing it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to comment, like, and or subscribe. It's your boy BlastphamousHD, Twizam.